We're live, 7/27/21. We were preempted last night, so welcome. We did a podcast interview with Futures Focus for Prospects 1500 discussing Phillies prospects. No spoilers, but you can assume who was discussed. We did not discuss the two prospects that were supposedly traded today. That's the only spoiler I'm giving. Supposedly, Christian Hernandez and Abraham Gutierrez were traded for Tyler Anderson. Good deal for both teams. Phillies didn't tell from their strength. They have a good pipeline of catchers in the farm system. They needed a good two-starter to slot in behind Wheeler with Eflin on the DL, Nola struggling, Vinny Velasquez being Vinny Velasquez, and the team just uncertain. And the team just doesn't know what to do with Spencer Howard. So Anderson gets slot in as a week 2 pitcher, but he does get at least 5 innings pitched, which is twice as many as Vinny Spencer, and more than Eflin can provide right now. So better than nothing if the trade goes through. I heard there might have been a little snag, so we'll see. We still have a few days before the deadline. Maybe the Phillies will reach out, try to get Scherzer and Berrios. Today in baseball, Mel Lott hit his first home run. He had 511 career home runs. His first home run was 1927. The Expos in 1970, I don't know, even though they were around 1970, they beat the White Sox 10-6 in the Hall of Fame game. Following the induction ceremonies for a bunch of people, Ricky Henderson got caught stealing 3 times by the Angels in 1982. Wow, doesn't happen a lot. 13-inning game. That was the first time since 1932 an American leaguer was thrown out 3 times in a game. Pete Rose collected his 3,053rd career single of Steve Carlton in 1984, passing Ty Cobb as baseball's all-time singles king. You would think 84. Weren't they on the same team now? Pete Rose was on the Expos. He looked good in that uniform. Didn't match like you don't think of Pete Rose in the Expos uniform, but he looked good in it. He did. But Pete Rose looks good in anything. Tommy John made 3 hours on 1 play in 1988. That's why they call Tommy John surgery. I don't know. And not too many. No notable birthdays today. I'm sure some were born, baseball players, obviously, but nothing notable. Speaking of baseball, we're going to hoop it up. We're in search of the Melendez brothers. They are in the background of Mark Jackson card. So we're going to see if we get the Mark Jackson that's been eluding us. I mean, I can go on eBay and get it for $25, but what fun is that? We won't be able to see Glenn Rivers. Also, lead singer of Weezer, Rivers Cuomo. I think he's Doc Rivers' brother. You could see the resemblance. I think he's the Sixers coach. You can see the resemblance just like him. Mitch Richmond. Mitch Richmond was a good shooting guard. Part of Run TMC. A little play on Run DMC. Mitch Richmond, Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway. They were the original Golden State Warriors. Glenn Rice. He was a pretty good shooting guard. Miami Heat. I forgot who else he played for. He had a good career at Michigan. He was maybe the 8th pick overall. Doesn't say on the back. But yeah, he was a high draft pick, lottery pick, if you will. Adrian Dantley, the D-man. I think he had a good career. Oh, look at his back-to-back all-star centers. Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon. They were good centers. Ewing never won a championship. I think Hakeem won at least one. But they were good players. Brad Davis, on the other hand, and John Bagley, they were not good players. They were jobbers. Johnny Newman, I think he had a brother. Johnny Newman. I don't know. Johnny Newman, he was okay. Randy Allen, doesn't sound like he was a good player. He's got poor form in that jump shot. Gene Littles, Oh, Gene Littles. David Robinson, PC, the Admiral, number 50. Number one pick overall, 1989. Fulfilled his 2-year Navy commitment, came out, won Rookie of the Year. Biggest turnaround from losses to wins in 1 year. David Robinson orchestrated that. David Robinson's the top 5, if not top center ever, top 5 basketball players ever. The Admiral. That's a PC piece. Ed Pinckney, Villanova alumni. If I'm saying that word right. And then we got 2 jobbers rounding out the evening. Kevin Edwards, Eddie Lee Wilkins, no Mark Jackson. What's up, Obi? We didn't get Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson, the Melendez brothers in the background. But we're going to get him. Still got about 4 more packs to work through before my supplier sends more. These are Baseball America top prospects back from, I don't know, 04 maybe? Oh, no, 99. I don't know who would be in this pack. The goal was Pat Burrell. Alex Eckelman? Yeah, definitely. Whatever I can help with, brother. Chip Alley? These are really going to test our memory, guys. I've never heard of these 2. Calvin Pickering. I heard of him. Nothing really ever came out. This is a nice jizz pack, too, if you care the stickiness coming off the cards. Team Best Limited Edition offers. Offers good while supplies last. See, that's good. Not so heralded junk wax. Wow. Randy Wolf. Now, Randy Wolf was a little after the junk era. All right, let's take a song. Don Ossie, Paul Ossenmacher, Ron Hasse, Ellis Valentine, Ted Power. Yeah, how could I forget him? Where's Hall of Fame? Von Hayes, 541, Steve Jeltz, Glenn Hubbard. Wow. Steve Rogers, Randy Neiman. Just think back to all the cards. They'll come. Randy Wolf. He was a Philly. He had in a couple okay years. And then Brett Taft and Bronson Arroyo. I think he was a guitarist, wasn't he? That's pretty cool. So we heard about 2 or 3 of those guys. Who else? Dwayne Murphy, Doug DeCince, Corey Snyder, Mike Dunn, Opeachy. It's 91. Might have some options here. Jesse Orozco, Jose Offerman, E6. Dwight Evans on the Orioles. This is weird. You don't see that often. Terry Shumpert and Brian Barnes. He was the villain in Karate Kid 3. Went by the name of Mike, though. Dave Righetti. He was a little unheralded, maybe. I don't know if he was too good for the list you're looking for. Ed Whitson. George Bell. How about Juan Bell? George Bell was a Philly at one point. I don't know if you guys know that. He was drafted by the Blue Jays in the Rule 5 draft. And then Cecil Fielder. 51 home runs last year, 132 RBIs, 277 average. That was a great year. Lloyd Mosby, Tony Fernandez, Ernie Witt, Stadium Club. Or did I say, yeah, Stadium Club. Oh, Adonis Medina. He's like falling down the Phillies prospect rankings. I was thought he was too high to begin with, to be honest with you. Oh, Ken Griffey Jr. with baseball bats. This is an old school card. Look, that's pretty nice. I like that card a lot. Very nice. Leody Tavares. He's fast. He just can't steal first base. Clint Frazier, who's in pretty much every Yankee trade rumor there is. They don't appreciate him. Joey Votto on base percentage machine. That's a pretty good pack. It's a pretty good pack. All right, we're going to have a quick evening tonight. That's all we got tonight. We have a quick evening. We're going to go back strong tomorrow night. Got a couple things I got to finish up, but trivia prizes. Maybe there's, no, I don't think there's any. Todd Van Poppel, Bryce Harper, Austin Martin, Trent Devereaux, Vavra Alec Bohm, Anderson Tejada, Jose Canseco with a great haircut, Simeon Woods Richardson, Colton Welker, and 2 rub-offs trivia prizes. I hear screaming. I hope it's from the outside. Either way, let me go. I don't know if it's mini Bips, but I'll see you guys.